Hi, my name's Chaz, and I'm in this really cool class at my local high school called TED class. And we have assignments every once in a while to make videos. And so this video is a thank you TED video. So I would just like to thank TED for a number of things. One is expanding my perception of what's possible, um, what people can do, um, creativity, art, um, science. I mean, there are a lot of different areas where my understanding has been improved. But in addition to that, I also really want to thank Ted for inspiring me to do a better job in all areas of my life. Um, for instance, work ethic, um, facing fears. Ted has really helped me out in improving me as a person and uh, improving me and how I do things and how I approach many aspects of life. For instance, I have a fear of language, a fear of French. So uh, we watched in class a TED video called "Smash Fear, Learn Anything." I believe that was what it was called, and the speaker was Tim Ferriss. And after watching that video, I became extremely motivated to try to find a new way to study French, understand French, learn French, um, and I haven't begun to apply these concepts that Tim Ferriss has, but I'm sure that once I do begin to apply these concepts, I'm positive that I will do. Um, I will just shoot off, and in my learning of French, I will just um, begin to succeed in ways that I didn't think were possible. In addition, I learned that the term "kill them with kindness" can be applied in many different ways, and and it can be uh, very effective. For instance, in 2011, the TED Prize winner, Jr. Um, he wished to change the world through art, and he went around the world pasting photos of people um, to really break the boundary of people's understandings. Um, and for instance, in Palestine and Jerusalem, uh, they, Palestine and Israel, they, Jr. And his crew pasted photos of Palestinians and Israelis next to each other throughout the streets in Palestine and Israel. Um, and this bridged a gap in the understanding of these two cultures. Um, in these photos, Israelis and Palestinians were doing the same jobs. For instance, a taxi driver, and the Israelis and Palestinians could not tell who was who. And this was a really powerful thing for me, at least, to observe, because these people who um, have almost been raised to despise one another, when faced with such a simple um, task of of telling the difference between an Israeli and a Palestine, they can't do it. And through that experience, these individuals realize and think to themselves, oh, wait, maybe we're really not that different. And it might not have made a huge impact, and it might not have instantly changed the diplomatic situation in that area, but it got an idea. It got the idea through, and that's really powerful. In addition, TED has expanded my understanding of the human mind and the human psyche, and how we think and why we think what we think. For instance, the the subconscious suppressing painful or stressful feelings and or memories or events, suppressing these in the subconscious. And that is a really powerful thing, because once you begin to explore your subconscious and explore these feelings of anxiety and stress and fear, you discover things about yourself that you never knew before. And it's a very scary experience, and it's a very powerful experience, because you learn about yourself through pain. It reminds me of one of my favorite quotes by Winston Churchill: "When you're going through hell, keep going." And it's kind of like that within oneself. When you find an area of anxiety, attack it, explore it, attempt to understand it, and through the understanding, you will find serenity, bliss, and that's it's going through that process and finding that serenity, finding that understanding. Going through that process is a extremely powerful process. So I just want to thank TED for helping me understand myself, helping me face fears, helping me become more motivated as a person, and also I would like to thank TED for just opening my eyes to new things, new ideas, concepts, and really just amazing stories that these TED speakers have. So thank you very much, TED, and I look forward to watching my next TED Talk. Thanks.